Hello boys and girls, it's Patrick here, Egg Not Poker. New video today. We're going to be carrying on with our bankroll, I suppose, challenge slash mini-series, however you want to call it. So at the moment we are currently up 29.22, big blind behind is 14.84, our adjustment is around 16-ish. 16 big blind behind is our rough win rate at the moment, just under 10,000 hands. I'm going to be doing this session and then after that, we'll hit the 10k, and then we're going to do a review over these 10,000 hands, see how we've got on, if we're running really well, running really bad, seeing how we're playing, evaluating it, all that jazz. So we're going to jump straight into the action. So as always, guys, again, please like, comment, subscribe, get your thoughts and details and comments onto the hands. Please join the community. Our Discord is, I've just realized I'm not on the right screen, there we go. I've just wanted to say that we're very close to 100 Discord members now, which is absolutely fantastic. We're about, I think, 89 or so, and jumping up daily, so we're getting there, and it's very exciting times. Really cool. So thank you to everyone who's already been joining the cult. I very much appreciate it. All you have to do is sell your soul to me. It's a pretty good bargain. Learn how to beat micro stakes to mid stakes online. All you have to do is sell your soul. Yeah, it's a pretty decent cutoff, in my opinion. Easy fold with King 8. See if we can make something happen with our Ace Jack. So this will be over bet or check in theory, technically table 1, but I'm not going to go ahead with that strategy. Also, this guy's extremely tight, so I'm just going to go ahead and bet. I'm trying to think what I want to bet. I think I'm not going to 3-bet hijack UTG against a short stack either, so I'm going to pitch that one. I think around 60% is good. I'm still going to go relatively big. Just target ace-x, target flush draws, you know. Because we didn't get 3-bet pre, we're just going to assume we have the best hand, unless he's got ace-4, fours, deuces, king, deuce suited, etc. So I'm just going to go and size up the turn. And if this guy raises, then I'm going to fold, because this guy's an extremely tight player. Very easy. I'm just trying to target, again, ace-10, queen-jack, king-10 of, you know, ace-10, diamond combos, you know, all the same old jargon. Very simple. I flop a run. A run is a street on table 2. It's a limp pot. Because it's so dynamic, I'm tempted to just check and check raise. I think this guy's going to probably bet a lot. Just because because I've checked, but 2, because I just think it interacts with a lot of his range. Because his range is so uncapped. I'm going to raise. I'm going to raise extremely big because we're just hoping he's got a piece of the board and he's going to continue. With a lot of his hands, he will. That's a very unfortunate card because a lot of his range will improve. Things like pocket 8s, jack 8, jack 10, but he's still going to have loads of hands like 10-9. He's going to have loads of hands like queen jack, etc. So we're just going to go ahead and bet big. Against a recreational who could just have 10x and completely blow up with it, I'm just going to bet big and basically stack off. Just because I think a recreational will stack off with a 10 here. And I'm just debating whether I want to bet big or whether I want to shove. I don't want to check and let him check back like a marginal jack. Against a recreational, I just don't see him folding, but I'm really scared that he's got like queen jack and folds to jam. I'm just going to go really big. I think I'm just going to go big and try and guarantee the call from like the jack X. We do get it. Potentially jamming might have been a better option. It's just, I don't know if it's a very wide SBR for a jam, so I'm not too sure, to tell you the truth. Table 1, we open 6-7 to get a call, get a donk. We flop the gut shot backdoor flush draw. I'm gonna raise this time. I'd love a fold. Just hoping to make him fold like a pair of 5s or like ace-4 or something. So I'm assuming when he bet calls, we block 5-6, don't we? That also technically came in on the turn. So we would just be checking back now. I think he's got a decent amount of hands like queen X now, more often. So I'm just going to try it and realize my pair and gut shot. We do not. I don't think this guy's got enough hands. We're just going to lose on showdown, but it's irrelevant. The odd time this guy just has like jack 10 of hearts or like ace-4 or something. But we're going to lose here, but I'm not going to try and make him fold a queen. Nice hand, nice hand. Trying to think what this guy had with the straight. The replay is being weird. It's not showing me unless I can bring it up on HUD. He had a jack. He had queen jack. Easy fold with the 5-7. We open the 5-6 suited. We'll just be folding to 3-bet. So I'm not going to be doing any kind of range betting. I'm not going to be. I'm not going to be doing any kind of like real strategic based theory. It's just micro stakes. I've literally got some kind of pot controlling hand, so I'm just going to play a check. If I had 6-7 here, I would actually prefer to bet because we have 7 high. Whereas here, I prefer to check, allow villain to just sort of blast with any 2 because I've checked. I could check again or bet very, very small. I don't mind either. I think a small bet's fine. We can still get called by ace high. We can still target like 4s, 3s, a deuce, and we stop him realizing completely for free. And we just don't get binned at this level, so... Because it's a merge, isn't it? We're not really getting called by... We're trying to get called by ace high, for example. Or maybe like a 3, something like that. But it's a bit close. But I think when people just Snapchat back, it's just like, you know... You could ooze a tiny bit of the very, very thin value and also a little bit, I suppose, you grant a little bit of protection, but it's, you know, if you go up in stakes, it's not really just the best way of course of action to just always be probing. I'm going to check this Jack-7 suited. Maybe could have led just versus a limp, but it's just like, we do have some backdoor equity, but it's just like, you know. Easy fold, table 1, ace 3. Folding 10-5. Versus a 3x, I'm going to fold. I mean, we would be folding king-7 suited anyway, but potentially looking at someone who might be over folding. That may have been an adjustment to potentially over 3-bet something like king-7 suited some of the time. Easy fold, 8-5 off. And the 10-3. See if we can find some more interesting hands. Please do look. 10-5 suited is not the one I want. Either is the Jack-6 off. Let's get those in the muck. We'll go the 7-4 off. We do have snowmen though. King-6 suited. I'm going to be opening this one with 2 recreationals behind. I don't know what to do versus 5x. I'm tempted just to fold, literally. Against population, like, I don't know. I really don't know what to do. I don't like the idea of just flatting 5 because this guy looks like a crazy volatile player. And there's just so many flops that I'm just not going to be able to call down. I don't know what to do versus 5, honestly. I would think theoretically it's a call, but this is just like a weird player. And I feel like he's just going to put massive pressure on a lot of flop textures. And I'm just going to do a lot of folding unless I hit a set. So probably just going to fold, to be honest. I'm going to 3-bet my jacks, table 2, and I'm going to open my king jack suited. Or ISO, rather. Flop top pair and a flush draw. That's a pretty good start versus a donk. I think I'm just going to raise. We just beat 10 jack, 7, 8, 9x, and worse king x. And we've got a pair and a flush draw, so we're doing pretty well. Also, this kind of one big blind doesn't really sort of do anything. So versus this huge size, like, again, it's 4-betting at 2 and L. It's just going to be a really strong hand. The worst hand he has here is ace-king. So I'm literally going to fold. It's just that easy. He doesn't have 10s. He doesn't have 9s. This ultra huge size is just value. And the worst value hand he has is ace-king. And they don't always 4-bet that. So he wins. The 10's a really bad card because queen-jack improves and king-10 improve. I don't think he has 10s because he limped. So, I mean, the only thing is we could potentially lose value versus a flush draw, like a nut flush draw. But if I raise this and get re-raised, we just put more money in. So I don't mind having a call here. Easy fold with the queen 10 suited. The ace is bad because I actually think he has a decent amount of like nut flush draw combos, which he might donk like this, which is really aids. But we block a straight. We have a king. He bet 1 big blind, 1 big blind. I can't possibly fold, but you know, we actually lost the minimum. I'll take that. I'm never folding in that situation. Like, he will have some nut flush combos, for example, like a7 of hearts and things like that. But the way as played, he just doesn't have enough nutted hands in this line. Like, queen jack would have already bet big. He doesn't rep any decent ace-x. I block a lot of heart combos. So, it's a little bit frustrating, but at the same time, it's like, we don't really do anything differently there. Is villain bluffing river? Probably not, to be honest, that often. But it's just one of those spots, isn't it? After just calling the 1 big blind on the turn, I suppose I look a little bit weak and potentially he feels like he could bluff, but maybe it's reaching. It might even just be a fold, to be honest, as sad as that is. I'm debating whether to turn my hand into a bluff or not. Like, against against the big blind defense, like, I suppose in theory I have. It's a question of like who's got more like kings. I mean, I have more like king queen, ace kings, but it's not going to be relevant versus someone like this. I don't think fives wins on showdown, so I'm gonna try and turn it into a bluff, but I don't know if it's actually the best course of action at micro stakes. I'm really debating this. I think we just have to check, to be honest. The thing is, I have slightly more king x suited. And then I have all the combos of hands that he flats with king x suited, and I have more ace king. So theoretically, I could just bluff this turn, and then I could still bluff diamonds with the 5 of diamonds, I suppose. I'm just wondering if at micro stakes it's worth doing that when I don't have showdown value as such. Like a pair of fives isn't huge showdown value, but against such a soft pull, no, I wish I'd bluffed that actually. I think I saved money because I don't think a player like that is going to stab that wide, but still, I think it probably should have just been a 10 stab. I think that would have just been the best course of action, to be honest. Open my ace-jack. I think I'd kind of wish I'd hero folded the king-jack of hearts as well, actually, to tell you the truth. I'm actually debating whether that is actually a call as played. I'm going to fold this time. I rolled a 13, but I'm not using RNG as my primary reason to bet or check. I'm just looking at the people behind me. Yeah, I think I would have folded. This guy's really, really tight. Yeah, I'm gonna aggressively 3-bet this guy. Wish I'd gone 8 here. Yeah, I think I'd wish I just folded the king jack of hearts actually on the river, because he actually I don't know what this potato is doing. This actually looks really strong to me. I don't block any, like, if I had like king 5 of hearts, I would actually raise this, but I don't block anything. Like, I don't block any suited combos, so I'm actually just going to fold. I even block king 10, which is one of his primary bluffs. I block no value, so I'm actually just going to fold. Yeah, maybe villains don't have any bluffs with that river line. I know that one big blind, but the thing is, it's weird, isn't it? Because he wasn't even blocking. He just had a fucking monster. He limped ace king. He limp called ace king, leads one big blind, calls raise, and then leads one big blind turn, and then like decides to randomly bet like a half pot or whatever it is, or slightly under half on the river. It's a very, very weird line. Against, this is the thing, it's like I'm not really thrilled calling, but it's just very weird, volatile players. So it's like it could just be anything, couldn't it? If he's got ace king there, then he could probably just have anything. So it's probably not a fold, but I think I may have wanted to have found it in some world. I'm not going to see bet table 1. I'm going to see bet table 2 though. I think I might size up slightly. No, I'm going to go about half pot. I think exploitatively half is just always good in this situation. I'm going to just check table 1. There's just so many hands that connect out of a small blind flank, sort of calling range. And against a recreation, I don't actually want to delay c-bet, because if he has any piece of the board, he's just not going to fold now, because he's not going to give me any credit. So I'm just going to check my ace high down, and I will probably bet this river. If he leads, I'm going to have to bluff this, because now I lose to like king x. Now I lose to all pairs. I mean, I could have checked back like ace queen of diamonds, right, and river to flush. I'm actually just going to overbet this river and attack like an 8. This is what I do with a flush as well some of the time, but if I had like a strong ace high. That king jack's actually really pissing me off. I wish I'd found a fold. Not that I think it's terrible to call, but I wish I'd just found it, to be honest. It's going to annoy me. Against a min open, I'm just going to flat, I think, king 3 suited. We have a backdoor straight and flush draw, but against big, I just have so many other candidates here. I do technically have more 7-8 than this guy, but this is a recreational, so he could be volatile and have anything. I think against large, I'm just going to fold, and I'll use like direct equity, like an 8 or a 7, or like a bottom pair or something, or like 2 overs in a backdoor straight draw or gut shot, something like that, against a large size. Although maybe it is actually technically better just to go for every single situation. I don't know. I've got loads of mega nits here. I'm just going to open the 5-6 suited. I'm not thrilled with this guy having 37 bigs, but Hoping just to take it down. A lot of the time we do. Nice. Not going to be through. I don't think we 3-bet much anyway with ace 10 off against UTG, but against 3.5x, I'm never going to consider it. I think I'm mainly looking for ace jack plus in theory, but exploitatively, maybe if he's got super high fold to 3-bet, but. We're going to do a short one today, guys, so I'm going to sit on the big blind for next ones. Open the king jack. This is really close against a 3x. We are slightly deeper. I kind of just want to get in pots for the video, so let's call. Not really a very good board for our range or our hand. Easy fold. For the 8. I was debating whether to open 8-9 against a 50 big blind recreational. Probably not. Or maybe it's close. Easy fold with the 8 deuce. And 10-6. 10 suited could potentially be an open with a very small size. I've got no recreationals or super nits. There's only one tighter player here. I'm going to fold. And we're done. Nicely done. So we're just doing a very, very short one today, and then we're going to do a longer analysis video either tomorrow or Sunday, depending what I'm doing. So I think we're like up a small amount. Let's have a look. Let's bring ourselves over here. We're up 28 cents. It's really going to irritate me because I wish I'd actually just folded to the like 8 or 9 big blind river. Like it's so meaningless, but I actually wish we'd found it. But anyway, these strats graphs is what I want. Let's have a look. So very, very small amount, but we're up 29.50, 14.82 big blind by 100. EV's again just around 16ish, give or take. So there we are. Just a few hands, a quick one. I'll probably do 50 hands off the table or something just to make up the 10k, and then we'll do the review. So thanks, guys. As always, please like, comment, leave your back seats in the comment section. Please subscribe, join the Discord. All the details are in the description below, and I will see you as always in the next one.